right here. I'm really happy that you're all tuning in, and I hope that you are in good health. You know that I love to see all of you in person, and so in lieu of that, this is how we're going to communicate. Being in conversation is an essential part of our yoga practice, so I still very much want to know your bright spots and know what's going on in your bodies. So feel free to leave those in the comments or reach out to me personally and discuss them with each other, because that's really the key, is that we're forever in community conversation. This class will be specifically focused on upper respiratory health. So actions that can expand both the front and back of the lungs, really from the top of the lung cavity to the bottom of the diaphragmatic bowl. How we can move in ways that are nutritious for our respiratory system, which is really the question of this cultural moment. So I hope you find this helpful. I have never recorded a yoga video before, so if it is confusing in any way, feel free to reach out to me and I will clarify the best I can. I wish you the best of health, and I'll see you so soon. Okay, let's get started. Start by sitting up tall and dropping your right ear to your right shoulder. Reach your left hand out to the side and then gently guiding that right ear down to find more traction along the side of the neck. Breathe deeply as you use the hand to lift the head back up. Switching sides, you'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Walk the right fingertips out and tense them, and then gently encouraging that ear down by using the left hand. Maybe tilt the chin up and down, taking a few breaths here. When you're finished, you'll gently slide the fingertips to the side of the head and use that to lift the head back up. From there, shrug the shoulders and reach up overhead, big stretch. Again, inhaling, the arms rise forward and up. Exhale out and down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. From there, you'll grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, you can use a resistance band. I really like those too. Just make sure it's snug. Y'all know how to do that. Yeah. From there, you'll crawl inside of it, putting it around the rib basket. So right below the bust line, snugging it into the chest. Make sure it's kind of hiked up along the back ribs and really is snug there. From here, you'll initially inhale to widen into the strap, and then exhale, shrink away from the strap as though it could sort of fall down the chest. Inhale, you'll widen, you see my ribs moving out, and then exhale, you'll shrink away, you see the strap slackening. One more like that. Inhale out wide, and then exhale, you'll narrow. From there, relax your hands down, and we'll change it ever so slightly. This time, as you inhale, feel your ribs press wide into the strap. And as you exhale, can you maintain that pressure out into the strap? It'll activate your abdominal muscles, your intercostals, but really the muscles of the diaphragm. This is meant to strengthen the diaphragm and the lung tissue. Strong tissues are healthy tissues. This is really helpful at this moment to be strengthening the upper respiratory system. So continue to take a few breaths in that fashion, inhaling to widen the strap, and then exhaling to maintain that breadth of the chest. Gently draw your hands to your heart. Just a moment for personal prayer. If you like, you can chant 3 ohms here to begin your practice. Bowing the chin to the chest to seal in your intention. Just gratitude here for the body. Did you like that goofy transition? Heck yeah. So now you are just circling in the pelvis, rocking from pelvic bones to pelvic bones. So sit bone, pubis, sit bone, pubis. Y'all have done this with me many times before, and I want you to encourage this action to be in the hips and pelvis more than in the head, ribs, shoulders, and chest. Okay? And as you do this, you'll continue to breathe wide into the strap. You saw me switch directions there a minute ago, so switch if you haven't yet. And from there, you can start to bring this into the body a little more as long as you maintain action in the pelvis. You can bring the ribs, the shoulders, the head, and the neck into it. That breath work is strong, really continuing to fill the strap. Yeah. Big breath in. And then exhale. Now inhaling down, exhaling up, just feeling the residue of the movement. We'll start here, reaching your hands up, and as you exhale, you'll strike your elbows down by your sides. All right, so you saw that. We'll do them together. You can begin at any time. The breath is strong out to your nose. You're striking the elbows against the side body, right? Really stimulating the ribs, the upper diaphragm, and the lungs. The strike of the elbows stimulates the tissues from the outside. The percussive breath with the navel snapping back stimulates from the inside. You're halfway there. Your best sounds like this. With the navel snapping back. Inhale, reach up, hook the thumbs. Good job. Hold the breath at the top. Take another sip as you relax the hands down. Relax the shoulders around the held breath, and then release. Nice job. From here, snugging the strap, coming back into that strong breath, but extending your legs long. We've been seated for a while, so start to massage, as my teacher says, from root to shoot. Y'all have heard me say that. So really sort of squeezing the legs with the hands, just rubbing, moving the chi, right? Moving that energy along through the pelvis. Yeah, really nice, everybody. Maybe give the knees a little smacking. You can't hear the smacking in this video because remember how I messed up the audio, but you can imagine it, right? My dog was there while I was doing this and she was like, the smacking noises, right? So, and then stomping the feet, really getting the chi going. Really nice. Inhaling and exhaling. From there, I'm starting to move into cat and cow tilts on the blocks, and I encourage you to do the same, right? You can see I'm opening the chest, and as I exhale, can I still maintain that pressure into the strap? Inhaling and exhaling, maintaining the pressure. Inhaling and exhaling, maintaining the pressure. See if you can find an unmoving drishti or an unmoving gaze point. Again, here is those same cat and cow, just from a different orientation. You're going to continue here. Just moving in the spine, breathing deeply. From there, you'll pitch back, hug the low belly in, lift the chest up, and then lift the feet up. Both feet reach up, lifting up from above the strap, right? That ascension of the nipple line. Starting on the right, you'll tap the right toes and then bring them up. Inhale at the top, exhale to lower on the left. Inhale at the bottom, exhale to lift. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Planting the feet to plant the palms, hopping back to your table pose, and removing your strap. We'll be done with it for today, so you can just set it aside. Unless you really like it and it's helpful for you, in which case you can keep it. Okay. Moving your blocks out onto the front two corners of the mat. We'll get to them in a minute. Coming into your table pose, and again, these same cat and cow tilts, but with the emphasis being on maintaining space in that back rib basket, remembering the echo of the strap. Make your table pose a little teensier, and then hover the knees. Can you maintain your cat and cow tilting with the knees lifting? This will activate the low abdomen and the pelvic floor, and then pressing up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pressing the palms down and away in your downward facing dog, lifting the hips up, relaxing the head. Rolling forward to your plank pose, strong thighs. Lift the low abdomen, soften the knees as you sharpen up and back, downward facing dog. Again, softening the knees, undulating forward, and there's a moment where you sharpen, you lift the sit bones, straighten the legs, shoulder blades back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog through bent knees. Last time, roll up and over, strong legs. Oh, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. And then bend the knees, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful, everybody. From there, rock forward over the toes and the knees tap down. Rising up from your knees, lifting from the abdomen and the pelvic floor. Bring your hands down to your blocks, highest height, stepping your right foot forward. Tuck your left toes, lift your back knee, and come into the lunge. Pushing down into that front leg to ground your right heel, lift the arms up. Hug the belly back, bend the back knee, and pull down. So you inhale and lift, exhale, drag down. Inhale, straight-ish legs, exhale, down you come. Inhale, reach up, exhale, pull down. From there, interlace your hands behind your back. Lift the chest up and draw down with the knuckles. Keep hugging the negative space between the legs and draw the belly back. Strong front heel. Hook the knuckles around the side, around that left hip. Keep that left hip lifting up as you twist to the right. Take a breath in here, soften the shoulders, and then slowly unwind from there. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. You're in a spinal twist. The work here is keeping that right knee bent and hugging your sit bones together. Exhale, down you come. Medium height with the blocks, lift the belly and slowly step back to your plank pose. Breath in here, strong thighs. Exhale, sweep your pelvis down towards the blocks. Bend the elbows slightly, peel the shoulders back. See, I'm looking at you, right? Good. And then downward facing dog. Really good. Moving into side two, you roll over the toes, up level the blocks, stepping your left foot between your blocks. Move your right foot to the right, left to the left, lift your back heel, low lunge. Pushing down to ground that left heel. Imagine it energetically sliding to the right. Y'all know this work. Okay? And then you slowly come on up. I'm not sure why I moved my blocks. Inhaling, you lift up. Exhale, you pull down with those goalpost arms. The action here is elbows pull forward as forearms tip back. Really lifting the heart. as though my hands were behind your shoulder blades. Coming down, inhale, reaching up. This time the leg stays straightish. Find the opposite interlace of your hands behind your chest, and then lift on up. Hug the belly here, strong back leg. Take a big breath in. And a breath out, low belly back as you stand up. Hook those knuckles, that whole fist, around your right hip to lift that right hip up. Twist around to the left. Relax the shoulders down here. Maybe nod the skull backwards. Find the block underneath the right hand. Strong legs. Reach up. You'll see my right hip drops here, but then it picks up. That's your work also. Inhaling. Exhale. Medium height in the blocks. Plank pose. You're preparing for your back bend here. Your belly is strong. Your legs are strong. You sweep down. Pause there. Bend the elbows, shoulders back. Lifting the chest. Softening the knees to find your downward facing dog. Big inhale. And an exhale. Over the toes, down you come. From here, putting the blocks on the lowest height, bring your elbows to the blocks in a slightly longer table pose, palms together. Nod your prayer back to the nape of your neck, and think length here through the side body. Note that my hips are stacked over my knees, and the extension is coming from my hip socket to my triceps. Press the palms together slowly to come out, and then lift on up. Resting in Vajrasana. Rising up onto your knees.
You ready?
Grab a block. We'll place the block
sitting up on your knees.
Floor.
Bring it all up into your pelvic floor.
Gentlemen, you might like the horizontal way.
Bodies.
We're moving into our camel pose. Our work is not to jut the hips forward,
and
nor to jump
to
the
shove
boobs
the nipple
forward,
line
right?
forward.
Instead,
that
front body containment. From here, you'll tuck the toes, squeeze the block, and just tilt back any amount. We'll do that a few times. So you'll hands at chest, inhale, lift up, rock back. Exhale, belly back, squeeze the block. Inhale, lift up, rock back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, belly back, squeeze the block. Maybe walk the hands down the thighs and take one more deep breath here. And then exhale, up you come. Beautiful. Just warming up that back chain. From here, ditch your block and put them down for later use. Reaching the arms up, maintaining that action, that containment of the front body, grounding of the abdomen. You'll step your right foot forward. Have an increased distance between that right heel and left knee and come into this twist. We've done a version of it before, so just enjoy using the block. From there, you'll lift up and you'll rock back, finding your heel. Pushing down into that front foot, you'll step your left knee up into your chest, and then just retracting back, up into your twist. Keep that right arm lifted as you swivel your left hand back to your heel. Folding your right foot to the floor, step down, strong buttock, left knee into the chest. You got it, everybody. Big breath in, using your bum. Last time, long step back. Beautiful. Drop your knee down, find the twist. And then from the strength of your abdomen and your buttock, reaching back here. Lift up, take an extra breath, feel the strength in the back body as you step up. And then slowly find your Utkatasana chair pose. Big inhale here. Exhale to fill that back lung region. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, come on down, find your blocks. Inhale, lift just briefly, stepping to your plank pose. Strong abdomen, strong legs. From here, skip your chaturanga if you're used to it and just move back to your downward facing dog. Inhaling to prepare, pull forward again. Now find your lowering chaturanga. 1, 2, flip the feet. Upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. From here, rolling down, tapping the knees. Last standing sequence this side. Again, you'll take a long step forward with that left foot. A longer stance than you're used to prepare. You know what's coming next. You'll lift the belly, lift that upper rib basket. Hand comes down to the block, and you'll find a twist here. Breath in. Breath out. You'll slowly straight that right leg. Right hand comes to the heel. Lift the chest. Straight your left leg, everybody. Bend your left leg, bring the right knee into the chest. Picturing it first, take a long step back. Belly is guiding you. Good. Inhale, you lift up. Exhale, you'll reach back, straightening your left leg. Right hand to the heel. Right, think of the back bend we just found. From there, bending the front knee, planting that left heel. You got it, you got it. Yeah, up you come. And then slowly long and back. How slow can you go? Like you're moving through water. Good, drop the back knee. Find the twist. Reaching back, right hand to your right heel. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, fill the back ribs as you fold the left foot to the floor. Last time you step up, use the belly. And then step down, maybe move the block if it's in your way. Find your Utkatasana chair pose. Knuckles press behind your back. Remember that strap. Lift your low abdomen. Breath in. Breath out. Stand up, hands come down, they reach up. And then exhale, hands to your heart. And bow down by your sides. Coming to lay down on your back, bring a block the medium width between the legs. Take a big breath in here. Exhaling to lift the nipple line. Arching in your low back. From there, you'll reach across the back of the mat, squeezing the block, and move into this reaching version of bridge pose. Pushing down into the heels, reaching up and across. Pushing down into the heels, reaching up and across. Do a couple more here. The interest is stability in the pelvis, while really moving from that back rib basket where the strap has been, right? That's what's powering the pose. Last few here. Strong legs, breathing, holding. Coming down. Last one, a longer hold on this side. Think lifting that back rib basket up, hugging the block. Full breath in. And a slow breath out. Beautiful. From there, walk the feet in a little closer so you can almost touch them. Almost touch them. Lifting the chest up, you're going to lift your mid-back up. See how my back is still arched. I'm not tucking my tailbone. And then I push into the legs and I press my whole pelvis towards the sky. I can either interlace my hands below my back or I can hold on to the sides of the mat, whichever is easier. The work is strength in the legs and buttocks, squeezing the block, and lifting my pelvis as high as I can without fully tucking the tailbone. Right? So my pelvis remains in neutral. Many of you have heard this from me, lifting the top rim of the sacrum up and nodding the pubis or the pubic bone down between the legs. Enjoy your back bend, everybody. And down you come. Really nice. Deep breath in. Breath out to ditch the block. Beautiful. From here, you'll very gently tap the sacrum, lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. Yeah. And then maybe a little faster, just really neutralizing all of that back bending work that we've done. I laid my arms out. That looks nice. Right. I'm doing this at a clip, but you can go slow, only lifting about an inch and then dropping, 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 as opposed to lowering. Take a breath in and soften. Right knee into the chest, crossing the left knee. Make that figure 4 shape and then tip the whole shape over to the left. You'll find length along that right side body, that outer right hip. And just breathing here. Again, your internal drishti, your internal gaze point being, can I remain full in the chest on the exhale? Hugging the pelvic floor muscles to slowly step out of the posture, realigning the hips. Left ankle crosses right knee. Skip the hips over to the left and then tip the whole shape over to the right. Arms out wide. Big breath in here. And a breath out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Hugging the pelvic floor to lift the legs back up. You'll gently straighten the legs. We're not quite done. You'll come back here. Long legs here. Lift the chest up, right? That sort of pin-up girl lift. Bend the knees enough just to lift the hips and then interlace the hands underneath the buttocks. So your buttocks is resting on your forearms. Pause there, push down into the backs of the arms, and then maybe you lift up onto the crown of the head for your fish pose. Again, it's that same action of the back of the heart on the rise. The legs are strong, inner thighs rolling down. Take a big breath in here. Exhaling to melt on down. Step out of the pose and soften. I'm tapping my sacrum again. I think it feels nice. I recommend it. You should try it. Flipping over onto your belly like a pancake. Reaching your arms out wide. I know mine are sort of out of the frame, but I'm just pressing the palms wide. I walk that left hand slightly above the line of the shoulder. I lift my right leg up and I step it behind me. I then reach my right arm up into the air and I'm opening along that left armpit chest. Maybe I slide my head back a few inches towards my left upper arm and then I will slowly fold out of the pose. Reaching my right arm to the right, walking a few inches above the line of the shoulder, tenting my left fingertips, I roll onto that right armpit chest. This side I'm a little more constricted, so, you do you. And then if you liked the lift of the arm, go for it. If you didn't, then skip it. I like it on one side and not as much on the other. Taking a big breath in here. Exhaling to slowly melt back down to the mat. Lifting the pubic bone first. You come up. Good job, everybody. And then slowly crossing the ankles, sitting back. Find your blocks if they're far away. Have them nearby as you roll on down. I'm going to take those blocks, I will angle them so they are supporting my outer thighs. I'll lay my arms out wide and I'll rest into my Shavasana. Big breath in here. And a breath out. Bring some gentle movement back to the body, the hands to the heart maybe. Gently remove the blocks. Take a breath in. And exhaling as you roll onto your side, bringing your ear to your bicep. And slowly reaching up. Open your eyes if you need to, while you arrange the blocks for a comfortable lifted seat. And sitting cross-legged, we'll do a Nadi Shodhana pranayama here, so a breath exercise to close our practice. Stretching up from your perineum, take your right hand, bring your middle and pointer finger between your eyeballs. Place your thumb outside your right nostril, your ring finger outside your left nostril. Close your right nostril with your thumb, inhale left. Pause. Close your left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close and hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close both and hold. Exhale left. Take both nostrils just outside. Take both fingers just outside your nostrils. Widen the nostrils there. Inhale deeply through both nostrils. Exhale. Once more, inhale deeply through both nostrils. This time, hold the breath at the top. Hold as you release the hand down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a mock breath in. And then exhale out the mouth. Really good job, everyone. Draw your hands to your heart. So Take a breath in. Maybe chanting an Om here to close your own practice. Hands to prayer, bowing the chin. Good job, everybody. Thanks so much. Be well and be in touch.